You could have 1 million Twitter followers. All they're going to do is be able to watch you get your ass kicked.
Probably when I was 14, my favorite thing was going from being a good guy, a face is what it's called in professional wrestling, and then turning into a bad guy or a heel. I think that's where I'm gonna start in terms of trying to find a character. I think coming up with a character for yourself, the smartest thing you can do is kind of like look inside. It's as opposed to being like, I'm gonna be a pirate, you should look inside yourself and say like, what is something you feel like you can amplify?
So I'm thinking that I'm gonna go with James Angel. I never liked the good guy watching wrestling, but this is like the interesting good guy. What if someone was so endlessly positive about themselves and everyone around them that it became insufferable?
I've decided I think I'm gonna try to be the living wrestling personification of an internet troll. I'm thinking like black leather, cool shade, like air quotes cool shades, cheesy rap rock. God, that's actually gonna be pretty cool. I just love the idea of playing a character that is so convinced they are the coolest thing on the planet, and everyone else in the room is just saying, man, you've got to turn that stuff down and take that stupid jacket off.
I thought it'd be cool to have like some sort of like thing that he comes out wearing that has like wings on it. Coming up with characters right now for us, having not taken like any bumps or falls or learned moves or things like that, like seems like you're putting the cart ahead of the horse. But I think in this kind of industry, like in professional wrestling, I think it almost makes sense. We are headed to Paul's place, which is pretty important because he's probably gonna be our most influential trainer, I think. He's the one who wants to be the most hands-on, but yeah, that's where we're headed now. And of course, it involves going up the 405, which is always a beautiful mess. By the end of this week, I will probably be used to falling on my back a ton, and then I'm also going to be used to sitting in Los Angeles traffic.
Paul is a pro wrestling promoter. He is a professional wrestler. He is a police officer.
Like all the stuff. Hey, man.
What's up, brother?
Hey, how's it going?
Paul, nice to meet
Paul?
you.
How you doing?
Hey.
Yeah. Before we get started, I have no idea who you guys are. Some of my guys are like, oh yeah, no, I've heard of those guys. I'm like, nah, I don't know them, and it's probably better that I don't.
He's also quite a character.
This whole thing kind of came about because I've loved wrestling my whole life. Like I watched it as a kid growing up. I did backyard wrestling from like the time I was like 13 to 16. And so it's a chance to see kind of what I'm made of and see like thinking back to that 13-year-old kid, like,
So it's like,
is there a chance he could have done it? Like,
yeah, there's a childhood
yeah.
dream that you're fulfilling a little
Yeah,
bit?
absolutely.
Okay.
I've always struggled with my weight to the extent that, I've never really enjoyed my body or doing things with it.
Okay.
So now that I'm kind of getting the diet thing on track, I've lost some weight, and so I'm kind of coming around to, okay, now I can start to experiment. I can do some of those things that I was kind of previously told myself that I needed to wait until I lost weight to do.
Okay.
On a grand scale, I never grew up watching wrestling for some reason, but after meeting James, he kind of infected me with it, showed me an appreciation for it, because to me it was just kind of dumpy kids walking around in Austin 316 shirts in high
Right.
school. That was all I knew.
Here's the deal with me. Pro wrestling gave me everything good that I have in my life. I committed to it in a way that taught me how to commit to other things in life by putting everything you have into it. And because of that, I'm able to do the things I want to today.
Paul is going to be the mastermind of our whole training. We may not actually train with him that much, but it seems like he's gonna be the one who's gonna be overseeing the people who will be overseeing us.
The two guys that I'm putting you up against to wrestle, one's named Mondo Vega, the other one's named Ray Rosas. As the booker, I have to basically adhere to what my audience is going to receive. So you guys will be the good guys. You'll come out, you'll slap hands and high five with the fans and whatnot. And the other two guys are two bad heels. They're from a group called Hate. And basically they bring the hate wherever they can. They'll knock you down if they need to. Do you guys have any other questions before we proceed with the rest of the day?
Yeah, I think personally may have worked myself into a corner a bit.
We were pretty surprised. Our perspective is that no one's gonna wanna cheer for people who don't know what they're doing.
The heels are usually the more experienced wrestlers because they're controlling what's happening out there. They're usually more experienced and can feel the crowd's emotion. If you can establish an emotional connection with them, whether they're upset or they're cheering or whatever, that's what's gonna keep them involved. And what you need to realize is if you try to come out as a heel, again, how many Twitter followers you got? Hundreds of thousands, right? They're not gonna boo you.
Paul said, if our fans are coming to see us, people are just gonna be happy that we're there. It made a lot of sense.
Okay, good. And you're actually placing it against his head, so it's actually pushing up on your arms to make it look even bigger.
I don't know what to expect because I know at the end of the week we're supposed to do an actual wrestling match. The way Paul kind of made this whole training process it seems like it's gonna be very difficult.
Cool, brother.
Awesome.
We're having trouble with just like simple moves, and so we're thinking like if we're having trouble with these and we only have 4 days left, how are we gonna make this work? It just doesn't seem like there's enough time. So I just got my nutrition plan for this week. Paul wanted us to adhere to a diet. He wants to make sure we're as cut as possible for the match, which I appreciate. And so he sent us his meal plan. Liquid egg whites, celery, spinach, ground turkey, almonds, cashews, oats, grapes, salmon, beef patties, chicken, broccoli, fruit, peanut butter, and multigrain bread. It's a diet designed to lean you out and make you look muscular like a wrestler would be, which basically means it's nothing fun. Worst thing about this, the food sucks really bad.
This is it. It's ready. The breakfast of champions here. Got some egg whites and some ground turkey, and then 4 nice celery stalks. I don't know, because boy, that stuff's not fun to eat.
This is my breakfast, oatmeal and whey protein mixed in.
So yeah, the food sucks really bad.
We are headed to Millennium Wrestling Academy in Moore Park, which might as well be the other side of the world.
As of right now, it seems like Paul's plan for us is to just meet with every single trainer that he has and for us to get their perspective on every aspect of professional wrestling that a beginner could learn and kind of take it from there.
I think we have 4 training days left, including today.
4 training days, but multiple training sessions.
Yeah.
So,
I think it's probably a little presumptive to think that we can get there in a week, but I'm gonna try my best. No reason to do this half-assed, and certainly for the people paying for tickets, they deserve every bit of effort we can give them.
Are you sore?
No, not really.
Yeah.
Just, I know
Not
it's
yet.
coming, so
Yeah.
I gotta roll it out.
Not sore yet.
Hey, what's up? Rooster
man.
Teeth guys, right?
yeah,
What's
how's
your
it
name?
going? James.
James?
Yeah.
Hi, I'm Lawrence.
Lawrence, Brawl and Bo Cooper. Welcome to Millennium Pro Wrestling.
So Tuesday we met Bo. Bo's a big dude. But again, just like wrestling, extremely friendly, extremely nice, extremely understanding and helpful.
All right, when I say go, you guys go, okay? Just get the blood flowing. Good bump.
The moves are like anything else. Like, the more moves you know, the better a wrestler, or at least the more visually appealing a wrestler you're probably gonna be.
Take your hip toss.
Bo's intense, but I appreciated how he just kind of said, listen, we only have a little bit of time, but I wanna give you this much that you can use. And so we just worked through a sequence with him that he had already kind of come up with, that he knows we can accomplish. And he just wanted us to hit it over and over and over again until we nailed it.
Let's step up the game, guys, okay? I think, from what I've seen, you guys can do this. So what we're gonna do is have you guys do the sequence, or the spot, headlock, shoot off, tackle, drop down, hip toss, get up the right way into the body slam positioning. So you gotta be, whichever one's giving it, you gotta be ready, because the guy just took the hip toss, boom. Okay. So you're selling, bam, 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 into it.
The thing about wrestling is it's a language. Spine buster, atomic drop, headlock, fisherman suplex, a perfect plex, punches, grapples, throws, everything. It's crazy. So it's weird because you have to learn this glossary of terms and you have to understand that not everything is planned, but both parties are working together to tell a story in that ring.
All right, take your time, let's go, breathe. I want to correct that. keep going. Get into a body slam. Go towards him. There it is, good. Protect the head, switch it, yes. Beautiful, cover him. Hey, pin him. 1, 2, kick out. There you go, good, man.
It feels like the routine now is the class ends, we kind of take it all in, and we feel really good. We feel really good about ourselves. And then we sit in a car and then get home, and then that's when all the aches and pains catch up with us. And then it comes flooding back that it's only a couple more days until we have to do this in front of a crowd of people.
Boy, that wrestling sure is intense, huh? James and I learned how to wrestle, and he's not here, so I'm telling you about it. House of Pain available now at roosterteeth.com. What an experience. Amazing.
Which one of your wrestlers is your favorite?
You can buy James Angel and Troll shirts available now over there, I think.
This is the 5th take. Lawrence, why don't you just do it?